From age 50 to 73 is the most powerful wealth window of your entire life. This is the window where you can save smarter instead of saving more, invest better by aligning risk with your real life, and most importantly, keep more of what you've already earned from taxes and mistakes. In this episode, I'm going to walk you through a timeline from age 50 to age 73, milestone by milestone, and show you the best planning opportunities at every age. And we're going to filter every decision through my proprietary MaidLife framework. MAID stands for meaning, accomplishment, difference, and experiences. Because this isn't about dying with the biggest account balance. It's about using your money to build a richer life. So let's start at age 50. This is kind of the second half kickoff. The key opportunities at age 50 are catch up contributions to your retirement accounts. At 50, the IRS finally acknowledges you're not 25 anymore and lets you put more money into your retirement accounts. For 401ks and similar plans, you get an extra catch up contribution each year, an extra 8,000 to your 401k in 2026. And IRAs and Roth IRAs also allow an extra catch-up amount, an extra $1,100 as a catch-up in 2026. Exact dollar amounts change over time, but the principle is the same. You can put more money away than someone younger. Also, if you haven't set up a health savings account and have a high deductible healthcare plan, set one up and pay healthcare costs out of pocket and save your receipts. Use this as a stealth retirement account because of its triple tax advantage. So, how does this support a made life? Number one, meaning you're funding the future life that actually matters to you. Accomplishment, you're hitting higher saving targets faster. Difference means your extra savings can fund a richer life for you and your family and create generosity later for your kids, grandkids, or causes. And experiences, more resources to convert into trips, hobbies, and memories later. So, your wealth decision action plan at age 50, max your catch ups on purpose. List all your plans 401k, 403b, IRA, etc. Increase contributions to use that full catch up where cash flow allows. Also, decide on tax strategy. Roth versus pre-tax. If you expect higher taxes later, lean more towards Roth contributions where available. If you're in a very high tax bracket today and expect a big drop later in retirement, focus more on pre-tax. And tie this all to your life goals. Write down one life outcome your extra saving will fund: a sabbatical at 60, retiring at 62, taking the grandkids on an annual trip. Now let's talk about the milestone of reaching age 55, the early exit option. The key opportunities here is the age 55 rule for 401k plans. If you leave your job in the year you turn 55 or later, you can often take money from that employer's plan without the 10% early withdrawal penalty, though taxes still apply. This does not apply to IRAs, just that employer plan. This is huge for people who want to retire or slow down before 59 and a half. So let's look at this through the made life framework. With the meaning category, this gives you flexibility to leave work that's burning you out. Accomplishment, it creates a bridge between full-time work and full retirement. With difference, you might free up time to mentor, volunteer, or care for your family. And in terms of experiences, this gives you earlier freedom to travel and explore while you're younger and healthier. Your wealth decisions action plan at age 55. Know which account has the 55 escape hatch. Keep money in that employer's plan instead of rolling everything to an IRA if you might retire between 55 and 60. Design an early retirement downshift budget. Map out what you'd spend if you step back from work full time at age 55. Stress test your income sources. Plan how much you'll need from your 401k, taxable investments, and cash to bridge that gap to 59 and a half. Now let's talk about age 59 and a half. The 10% early withdrawal penalty on retirement accounts disappears. You still owe income taxes on pre-tax money, but that extra 10% penalty is gone. This opens the door to purposeful withdrawals, not emergency raids. So let's look at this through the made life framework lens, meaning you can start reshaping your time around what actually matters. Accomplishment, you can execute a planned guide path into retirement instead of a cliff. Difference, free time and financial flexibility to support your family and causes you care about. Experiences, you can start taking more trips, get involved in more hobbies, and have more presence. So, your wealth decisions action plan at 59 and a half is create a 10 to 15 year withdrawal strategy. Decide how much to draw from your pre tax accounts, your Roth accounts, your taxable investments. Maybe consider strategic Roth conversions. If your income drops in your 60s before Social Security and RMDs, plan some annual Roth conversions to move money from pre tax to Roth at lower tax rates. Fund those made goals. Choose one experience you'll start funding now. Annual trips, a hobby that requires time and money, or a mini sabbatical. Now let's talk about age 62. This is the Social Security temptation. The key opportunity, this is the earliest age to claim Social Security retirement benefits, but with a permanent reduction. Claiming early gives you income sooner, but locks in a lower benefit for life. So let's look at this through the MaidLife framework lens. Meaning, are you trading long-term security for short-term relief? Accomplishment, a higher future Social Security check is like buying an inflation adjusted annuity. Difference, a stronger benefit can protect a surviving spouse. And experiences, sometimes taking it at 62 is right if it directly buys you time and experiences while you're healthy. So here's your wealth decisions action plan at 62. Run the claim now versus later comparison. I have a whole proprietary framework called the Secure Decisions Framework. I did an episode on that a while back, and you can watch that episode by clicking on the link above. The Secure Framework takes some of the guesswork away and allows you to make a decision on whether to take it early, at full retirement, or at age 70. Coordinate this decision with your spouse. Often it makes sense for the higher earner to delay protecting the survivor benefit. Align with work plans. If you're still working, understand the earnings test before full retirement age. Earning too much can temporarily reduce your benefit. Now let's talk about age 65, the healthcare turn. The key opportunity here, Medicare eligibility begins. Your initial Medicare enrollment window is a 7-month period, 3 months before, the month of, and 3 months after your 65th birthday. Miss this, and you may face penalties and coverage gaps. Also, once you enroll in any part of Medicare, you generally cannot continue to contribute to an HSA, even though you can spend existing HSA funds tax-free on medical expenses. So let's look at this through the MaidLife lens, meaning health is the foundation of a meaningful retirement. Accomplishment, good coverage reduces the risks of medical costs derailing your plan. Difference, less financial stress on your partner and family. And experiences, better health care means more years of active life to enjoy. So your action plan at age 65, make a clear Medicare decision. Decide on original Medicare plus a supplement versus Medicare Advantage. If you have an HSA, stop contributions when you enroll in any part of Medicare. Treat the HSA as your tax-free healthcare bucket in retirement. Review your retirement budget for healthcare costs. Build in premiums, deductibles, and out-of-pocket caps. Now let's talk about the full retirement age, FRA, age 67. This is the no penalty zone for Social Security earnings. Key opportunity here is full retirement age is around 66 to 67, depending on your birth year. You can claim Social Security at your full benefit. The earnings test goes away. Income from work no longer reduces your Social Security. So let's look at this through the MaidLife lens, meaning maximum flexibility. You can work because you want to, not because you have to. Accomplishment, you've reached the official full benefit threshold. Difference, a higher, more predictable income can help you live a richer life with less stress. And experiences, you can use this stable, inflation adjusted income as a base to take more meaningful risks with your time, more trips, more rich experiences. So here's your action plan at full retirement age. Reassess claiming Social Security if you waited. Decide whether to claim now or still delay to age 70 for even higher benefits. Design your meaningful work plan. If you want to keep working, shift from max income to maximum fulfillment where possible, since earnings no longer reduce your benefits. Tighten your income withdrawal mix. Coordinate Social Security, pension, if any, portfolio withdrawals, Roth conversions if still beneficial before RMD age. Now let's talk about age 70, the last call for Social Security increases. The key opportunity here is by 70, delayed retirement credit stop. If you haven't claimed yet, this is your deadline to turn that benefit on. So let's look at this through the MaidLife framework, meaning you've maximized your guaranteed inflation-adjusted income. Accomplishment, you've bought yourself a stronger, lifelong paycheck. Difference, you provide a more stable support for a surviving spouse. And experiences, a stronger baseline income lets you feel more confident spending on experiences. So your action plan at age 70 is turn Social Security on, if not already. File and confirm the benefit start date. Revisit your spending plan. With a higher Social Security base, you can consider increased travel or experience spending. You can reduce your portfolio withdrawal rate since your Social Security benefit is higher. Also, recheck your Roth conversion window. If you have any low-income years left before RMDs, this may be your last chance to convert at favorable rates. Now let's talk about age 70 and a half. This is the charitable move. Qualified charitable distributions, or QCDs. At age 70 and a half, you can make qualified charitable distributions from your IRAs. Money goes directly to charity. It can count towards your RMD when RMDs apply, but does not show up as a taxable income up to the annual limit. For charitable givers, this is often more powerful than writing a check. Let's look at this through the MaidLife lens. In terms of meaning, this directly aligns your money with your deepest values. Accomplishment reduces lifetime taxes and supports organizations you care about. And difference, this amplifies your impact while you're alive. And experiences, giving while living is a powerful emotional experience in itself. So your action plan at 70 and a half, list the charities you actually care about. Focus your giving where it's meaningful, not just habitual. Shift giving to QCDs instead of writing after-tax checks. Plan to give directly from your IRA. Coordinate with RMD planning, build QCDs into your tax plans. Now let's talk about age 73. This is the forced distribution stage, or required minimum distributions. The key opportunity here is under current law for many people, required minimum distributions begin at age 73. Eventually, that'll be age 75. You must start taking annual withdrawals from your traditional IRAs, whether you need the money or not. This can push you into higher tax brackets, impact Medicare premiums, and limit planning flexibility. So let's look at this through the MaidLife framework. In terms of meaning, you don't want Uncle Sam dictating your retirement lifestyle. In terms of accomplishment, smart planning before age 73 means RMDs are manageable, not crushing. In terms of difference, less loss to taxes equals more left to family, causes, and community. In terms of experiences, efficient tax planning means more dollars available for bucket list experiences. So your action plan at 70, know your RMD number, calculate your first RMD, and project your future ones. Coordinate your tax buckets. Use RMDs for your baseline spending, Roth accounts and taxable accounts more strategically. And if you don't need the income, consider qualified charitable distributions for charitable giving, giving excess to kids or grandkids within your comfort zone, or reinvesting in your taxable accounts aligned with your goals. So let's bring this all together, your 50 to age 73 wealth timeline. From 50 to 73, you have a series of decision points that can either accidentally increase your taxes and reduce your flexibility, or intentionally support a made life, a life of meaning, accomplishment, difference, and experiences. The biggest mistake is drifting through these ages reactively instead of intentionally. Along your financial journey from age 50 to 73, a lot of important decisions need to be made. Now, you can go at this alone, or you can hire a fiduciary financial advisor like myself to help you with all these wealth decisions along the way. The true value of a financial advisor is to help you make these decisions so that you can live a richer life without worrying whether you've made the right decision or the wrong one. If you'd like to schedule a discovery Zoom with me, you can click the link below. I set aside an hour for those Zoom calls to find out what's truly important to you, find out how I can help you live that richer life for your retirement. Once again, this is Brian, the Wealth Decisions Guy. Thanks for listening, and I hope to see you next week.